Whore, noun. A woman who has many casual sexual encounters or relationships, according to Google. According to Diane Felmy, Paulina Rodas, and Amy Zhang, whore is just one of many sexist words thrown around on social media sites all the time. In 2019, they found over 2.9 million instances of these gendered insults in tweets in 1 week alone. That's an average of 419,000 derogatory posts per day, and that's only one social media site. But I don't have to tell you how damaging such an environment can be. After all, 78% of women and 65% of men were using social media in 2019, according to the Pew Institute. You've probably experienced it yourself. I know I have. I entered the world of social media as a middle schooler and immediately learned that my mommy had lied to me. I was not, in fact, the prettiest girl in the world, nor was I the thinnest or the best at school. My straight A's and crooked nose were suddenly not as shiny as they had been the day before. And even as I got older, lost interest in beauty-centric media, I found myself still feeling inadequate. And last summer, I stopped eating. I didn't start again until my friend texted me to ask if I was feeling all right. I'm lucky that she had seen a recent post of mine and noticed that my eyes had changed. Unfortunately, I'm not alone in being negatively affected by social media. A study on Science Daily set up the following test. 118 female undergrads from diverse backgrounds were asked to indicate using a specific scale how satisfied or dissatisfied they were with their appearance. They were then randomly assigned into one of two experimental conditions. One was asked to log into Facebook or Instagram for a period of 5 minutes or more, find a peer that's more attractive than you, leave a comment. The other group was asked to do the same thing, but with a family member who was less attractive. I would have hated to be related to any of those, but the data showed that while women weren't affected by commenting on their family members' posts, their views of their own appearance were negatively affected after looking at strangers that they perceived to be more attractive than themselves. Even if they felt bad about themselves before, on average, they still felt worse. And it's all about feeling bad. And yet, for every bad story about the internet, there is one good one. For example, social media has empowered women to share their stories of abuse and assault, to communicate threats, to strengthen the network of sisterhood upon which so many of us have relied our entire lives. Through social media, women have been able to start businesses, gain insights into careers and life opportunities that were previously gatekept or otherwise hidden from view. So the question, has social media helped or hindered the breaking down of barriers for women, is binary. And yet tonight we have heard a more nuanced answer. I believe that there are as many benefits to social media as there are downsides. It is not black and white. But what if it could be? What if we could someday say with confidence that social media has undeniably helped women? That it has been nothing less than another hammer in the toolbox of those who seek to shatter the glass ceiling, like we in this room do. What I offer is a recognition of the three aspects of social media which perpetuate the negative environments that Felmy studied, which so many of us have experienced, and without which social media could become everything that we feminists wish it could be. I define them as the following: digital disconnection, artificial familiarity, and lack of accountability. Digital disconnection is the feeling that you are the only one not having any fun on a Friday night, sometimes abbreviated to FOMO, which I learned today. Fear of missing out. It's the feeling that you're the only one whose boss corners you when no one is watching and makes comments that make you feel less than human. It is this disconnect that drives us to the extremes of every political spectrum in search of someone who might understand. And I think the past years have taught us nothing if not that search hardly ever leads to good things. Artificial familiarity is when we believe that we know the whole person from only their profile. Just like in 6th grade, I knew that I was fat because Kendall Jenner never had rules when she sat down, and I did. I was 90 pounds. Just like how when I was 10, a random man on Facebook knew I was a whore because of the picture of me wearing a two-piece. Lack of accountability, finally, is behind the 419,000 posts Felmy saw. It enables us to leave disgusting comments under others' posts It is what enables terrorist groups to plan terrible crimes in full view of the general public. The solution to these issues begins here, with women. It begins when we acknowledge in this room that, damaging as it may be, social media is not the locker room or the boardroom. Women are, as we saw, actually more active on social media than men, and we cannot be a silent majority. We are empowered to change the narratives pushed onto us by those who seek to use our insecurities for profit, either personal or fiscal, and so we must. The work that women must do to take back social media is inconvenient but never inconsequential. Michelle Obama wrote, "If you do not get out there and define yourself, you will be quickly and inaccurately defined by others, so join me, and let's redefine the world together." Thank you.